Hi guys, good afternoon all of you. So how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing good. So physically health wise I am not keeping well. So for the last 3 days I had to cancel my live classes also. So I'm not taking classes, but I'm here for a very important thing, and gross I feel injustice happened to CA inter and final students. So I want to bring something to the notice of students, just to request, or this is high time for us to raise our voice and to say, dear ICAI, please postpone CA inter and final exams. I'll tell you why. There is a very valid reason. Foundation exams got cancelled, postponed. Then this is our ICAI website. I don't know, I'm sure how many of you, many of you people do not know what this is. So this is ICAI's website and this is member section. So I'm going into member section. In that member section, there is one thing called examination. So I'm going to examination, and in examination again members. So look at the first one. Postponement of special examination for members of institutions with whom ICAI had entered into mutual recognition agreement, MRAs, Memorandum of Understandings, MOUs, June 2021, and this is given just now. This notification is given just now. Look at the date, 10/6/2021. Look here. Look at the date. Let me open and let me show you what this is. So this is, hello dear ICAI. So look here, examination department, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, 10th June 2021. Excuse me. So look here, postponement of special examination for members of the institutions. These are called post qualification exams. Like, I am already a chartered accountant. If I want to become CPA Australia or CPA Canada, or with many Institute of Chartered Accountants of different countries also, ICAI enters into agreements. For example, in India, I am a chartered accountant. If I need to go to another country, with many countries, ICAI enters into certain agreements that I don't need to write all the papers if I go there. So I don't need to write foundation, inter, final, everything I don't need to write. So there will be some assessment. So I need to give, what is it called, transcripts. I have done the whole process for CPA and ACCA. I have done the whole process, so I know that. So what you need to do is, you need to obtain transcripts from ICAI, you need to give to them, and then you will be getting so many exemptions. After exemptions, you will have to write maybe 1 paper, 2 paper, 3 papers. In case of ACCA, 4 papers, like that you need to write. And then after that, you will become a member of that professional body also. This is mentioned in Chartered Accountants Act also. CA final students know about this, but foundation and inter students, they do not know, because in their syllabus, this is not there. So this important announcement is issued by ICAI just now. Can you believe? Now. Postponement of special examination for members of the institutions with whom ICAI had entered into mutual recognition agreement, MRA we call it, or MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, June 2021. It is hereby announced for the general information that in view of ongoing spurt of COVID-19 pandemic and in the interest of well-being of students, the Chartered Accountant Special Examination under MRA MOU scheduled to be held from June 26th to 29th stands rescheduled. They postponed it, and said examinations shall now be held from August 24, from June 26, July 26, August 26. That means they have given 2 months, two months completely. 2 months completely. August 24 to 27, 2021, as per the details given below. So day and time they have given 24/8, for CPA Australia. If you can read here, this is CPA Australia. If you can read here, this is for CPA Canada. Actually, I'll tell you one thing. Okay? Honestly, I'm telling you, till today, I have never spoken like this. Honestly, I tell you one thing. I taught CA. I taught other Indian courses. I taught foreign courses. I never told it like this, but in my personal opinion, if anyone is hurt because of this, I'm sorry, maafi mang raha hu main. What I believe is, Indian Chartered Accountancy course is far more difficult to pass than global professional courses. Some people may agree, some people may disagree, some people may, throw mud on me, some people may vomit poison on my face also, I really do not know. But I'm telling you, it is my personal opinion. If someone is hurt because of this, I'm so sorry. So this CPA, I taught CPA, my student, one student from Kerala, he has got 98% out of 100. 98% in CPA, in financial reporting, that is my paper. So it is not that I do not know and I am talking about something. I registered for ACCA, I have cleared few papers of ACCA, I am in the process of writing for CPA, and I am getting my education documents, I am pulling from ICAI. So these are not that level exams where student has to really read for 8 papers. Come on yaar, CA final, what is the volume? Students are dying with volume. Students are dying with volume. And what is this course here? 1 paper, 2 paper, 3 paper, 4 papers. And that too, already this guy is a professionally qualified chartered accountant. Okay, that means what will be his level of knowledge? So obviously, for those who are writing 2 examinations, CPA Canada, Corporate Allied Law exam 25th and taxation exam on 27th, 2 exams they have to write. And that too, tell me, how many students will enroll for this? How many students will enroll for this? 100 students, 200 students, 1000 students. So in the whole country, 1000 students also are not writing this exam. Hardly 100 students will write exam, I'm telling you. For that 100 students, you cannot conduct exam and you are postponing. CA inter and CA final, thousands of people are writing exams. And people are, calling me with certain points where I am helpless. I'm feeling for the first time in my life that I'm helpless. One student from Mysore called me and asking, Pavan sir, I am from a village. My nearest exam center is 82 kilometers. And last time ICAI did not give even that examination center to me. So private hostels are closed. I cannot stay in hostel. 82 kilometers up and down going and coming back every day for 8 exams is impossible. In my family, 3 active corona cases are there. I have recovered. My kya karu pawan sir? How can I write the exam? So for these kind of people, I do not have answer. I do not have answer. So it is very positive thing. I really appreciate ICAI for taking one measure. Okay, they are conducting vaccine drives very effectively, underline very effectively, for students and members. In many places they are doing it. In many places, my students told me, my friends who are members told me that Pavan sir, I have taken vaccination from ICAI drive. I'm happy for them. So Modi Saab is telling in June, July, we ensure that everybody will get vaccine. That is one side. Second side, you are assuming that the cases are falling down, but yesterday cases report are 94,000 here. That is not small. From 4 lakhs when you compare, Pavan sir 4 lakhs tha, ab 1 lakh hi hai. So 75% fall. But consider 1 lakh is not a small number. And that too, these are happening because of strict checks. How lockdown is happening, So if I am going out of my house, police is asking why the hell you are going out, and I have to show my medical prescription. By medicines खरीदना है, MedPlus में order डाला था, वो cancel किया, वो बोला मैं नहीं दे सकता हूँ अब. So I have to go and buy. Then they are allowing me. In this particular situation, numbers are coming down. COVID positive numbers are coming down. It ought to come down. It is supposed to come down because of the strict measures. It is because of the strict measures. It is not because of vaccination. It is not because of, something drastically changed, in the environment. So we are still at the risk till this notification is out. I was just breaking my head and banging myself, my head onto the wall and thinking, what can I do? But now I have decided, despite the fact that I am not feeling well, I have decided we have to, raise our voice. This is not the way. Foundation students, you have postponed. Post-qualification students, you have postponed. Then why this, stepson, stepdaughter treatment for CA Inter, CA IPCC and CA final students? At least old syllabus students ko 1-2 attempts do yaar. We are begging. 1 attempt, 2 attempts for old syllabus students. So you are not giving. When our honorable president of the institute, he came live and he started speaking about this. He spoke a lot of sense, I'm telling you. He has spoken sensibly. Even I was thinking of, after attending, after watching that live, I was convinced in a way. Why? He said, imagine those students who prepared for 9 months, 12 months, 1 year. All of a sudden, if you say exams are not there, they will be disappointed. Their academic year will be wasted, and they feel, deprived. They will be depressed. Correct. Out of 100 students, how many studious students will be there like this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 40? Do you think 100 out of 100 are like that? No. Even I am a ranker in CA and CWA. Even I used to prepare very meticulously, like I used to tell, sit like a rock and work like a clock. I am a student like that. In the name of God, I am telling you, the way how I used to sit and study, there were boils on my bum, which, were bleeding. I had to go to a doctor and I have to take medicines for that. And doctor asked, what the hell you do on your bum? Why this kind of boils are coming regularly? Then I said, sir, I am studying this, and I am studying CA final, and I have to sit for long hours, because I have done CA and CMA simultaneously. I've done CA and CMA simultaneously, so I need to read double. So I was a meticulous student like that. Despite the fact that I am that student, if this is the situation, my personal opinion, I would not have attempted the exams. At least opt out though, by please, that opt out, or postpone the exams in the name of God. Nothing will happen if we are not conducting exams. It is not more than our children. Yes, a person of, see, I am 37, 38 years old. I am unable to balance. If some of my relatives or friends, close friends, are getting affected with COVID, how come 17 years, 18 years, 19 years, 20 years people can handle here? People who lost mother and father because of COVID, I know personally, I know. So I'm telling you, please postpone exams. I will write one open letter to ICAI asking them, boss, these are the grounds. So you have postponed exams for foundation students. You have postponed exams for members. So you please consider that CA inter IPCC final old syllabus, final new syllabus students are also human beings. They also have the chance, high risk of, getting affected because of the COVID when they are coming for, public, when they are going to exams in public transportation and all. I'll tell you one thing, which usually I have not told this to anyone. When I was doing articleship way back, my articleship period was 2004 to 6. That means it is 15, 16 years back. I have done one thing, okay? It is a mistake from my side. Today I am telling you. Actually, it is not a mistake. It is not a mistake. A person wants to do 2 or more professional courses. What is the mistake, you tell me? You tell me. I paid fee for MBA and I have cleared 2 semesters in IGNO. In IGNO MBA, I have paid fee and I have written 2 semesters and I cleared. I cleared with B grade, which is highest that time. And if I clear 3 more, I think, 2 or 3 more semesters, I will get MBA certificate. Today, if you see, nowhere after Pavan Kumar, BCom is there, CA is there, CWA is there, some 1-2 post graduations are there, one international certification which is in process is in brackets, but MBA is not there. Why you know? Because my principal auditor called me and told me, Pavan, if you respect ICAI regulations, underline, if you respect ICAI regulations, if you respect me, your principal auditor, you have to inform this to ICAI. You have not mentioned this, which is unprofessional, illegal, unethical. I'm like, okay. Then I wrote a letter to ICAI, because there is something called Form 112. In that Form 112, you need to mention if any other professional course or any other course you are doing, and you can do only one course. That too, it should not be a regular course. I have written the letter, and my principal auditor, also, he asked me to mention that, and he also signed on a paper where the letter is written that he is a meritorious student and a ranker in both CA and CMA examinations. Please consider this. Please consider this and don't punish him. That is what he has written. And he will discontinue doing MBA if institute wishes so. I have received a letter from ICAI stating that we appreciate for your academic achievements. Having said that, institute provisions are stringent and you need to follow the regulations. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to write CA final examination. Write on non-judicial stamp paper that you are discontinuing MBA, write an apology letter, go to notary, get it notarized and then send it to IGNO, take a letter from IGNO that they are deregistering you from MBA and the semesters you have passed is not valid, and send all these documents to us. After receiving all these documents, we will make a decision whether we will allow you to write final examination or not. I was literally crying, and one of my close family members, when he came to know about this, he slapped me. If you know that you cannot write more examinations, why the hell you are doing that? I thought, for a person who's preparing for CA final, writing MCOM and MBA is a cakewalk for me, or I don't need to read for 1 month or 15 days also. I'm not being overconfident, okay? I'm a humble student. This is not overconfidence, this is not arrogance. But yes, I am proud of my preparation. So, in 1-2 days, I can go and write MBA and MCOM examinations. That examination, respecting ICAI regulations, I have cancelled, and I was so disappointed. Till today, I have not completed that MBA. After that also, there are so many notifications by ICAI wherein we can do MBA easily, MCOM easily. There are so many, exemptions also. You go to member section and see how many exemptions are there. If a member of ICAI wants to do MCOM and MBA, even IIMs and IITs are giving exemptions. I have not done that. And in the name of God, I am telling you, I wanted to register for CS also because my dream is to become a triple qualified professional. After learning this, I have stopped ICSA also, and I paid registration fee. Enough. Nahi chahiye mujhe. That kind of student also in this situation will not write the exam, will not have guts to write the exam. We do not have guts to write the exam. So I have decided I will write one, open letter to ICAI about this. This is gross injustice and unfair to one category of students. All of them are your students only. Foundation students are your students. Post qualification students are also your students. We are still proud to be a stakeholder. You'll say, in the interest of stakeholders. That is what everywhere they use. We are partners of national building. Yes, I am proud of it. Stakeholders, you call it welfare or you call it well-being is important. Yes, I agree. I am a proud member. But in the interest of mental health, of students, please consider when you have postponed foundation examinations, when you have postponed this post-qualification examinations, 2 examinations here, CPA Canada examinations. With the due respect, I am not degrading any professional course. I am not degrading, the difficulty of any exam. But having said that, I know those exams are far easier than Chartered Accountancy final examinations. You go and ask any council member, you go and ask any central council member, you go and ask any, office bearer, or you go and ask any chartered accountant, they will tell you. And I have all the authenticity to tell that, because it is not that I never opened those books. I read those books. I taught those courses. You go and check in, Facebook and other social media of certain institutes from South. Proudly, they have put my name and said, CPA, because of this guy's classes, these many marks came. So we congratulate this fellow. For ACCA, this is the result we got. And I missed All India rank with 3 marks in ACCA in my auditing paper. So it is not that I do not know global courses and chumma, put one YouTube video and speak shit. No. I know what a student should be. I am a studious student, and I have been pushing students to reach extra inch always. But now I am telling you, vaccination. So they said in June vaccination will happen for 18 and above. Arey, ek do mahina do bhai, 1-2 months. In 1-2 months, let the vaccination drive be taken properly. And we are paying money for vaccination. We don't want free vaccination also. Give it to people under below poverty line. That is enough for us. We don't need free vaccination also. We don't need anything. But this, after looking at this, I really do not know what to do. Other details, examination, venue, timings, and admit card remains the same. So what to do? How should I take it? So I have decided this is not acceptable. We are also your kids only. We are also your students only. We also have lives. We have the risk. So please, we have two, you call it requests, you call it demands, you call it anything. We have two concerns. Point number one, please postpone exams at least by 2 months. If 2 months is not possible, 1 month. Second thing is, for old syllabus students, give please 1-2 attempts here. Please try to understand old syllabus students means that guy is literally struggling since ages. One side, they cannot quit the course. They are actually winners. One side, they cannot quit the course. They cannot bear the social stigma on their forehead that they are a dropout. That is the reason they are still struggling. Old syllabus student means he might have definitely completed 3-4 attempts, minimum 3-4 attempts. Still they are studying. We should appreciate the patience levels, commitment, determination. We should encourage them. If we cannot encourage them, at least give them a chance to prove themselves and don't pull their leg down. I have so many people in my community, including my roommates, who are very genuine students, who put lot of efforts, but who couldn't clear CA exams because of some reason. Some family reason you call it, financial reason you call it, some people might have got some relationship issues, but whatever the reason it is, at that point of time, they gave their fullest effort. Please give 1 or 2 attempts more to them, because we need to invite them to the fraternity. We need to include them. We should not, sack their opportunity and say, no, you are not eligible to be a chartered accountant, get lost. All those students who completed, articleship, 20 years, 23 years, 24 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, 50 years, they're still they are struggling to clear exam. For old syllabus students, we have to, it is, as a human being, we have to give 1-2 attempts to them. For all the students, we have to postpone exams by 1-2 months. And please conduct this vaccine drives, which you have been conducting for the last 1-2 weeks very effectively. Conduct that effectively across, the country or across the globe, and please ensure that your kids get vaccination. A member family, if you are not giving vaccine, he will use his influence, or he has big contacts. Come on here, he's a chartered accountant, he can pump in money also. He can do something. I'm not asking you not to give for members. I'm asking you give vaccination to members also. That is also very important. But what I'm saying is, look at the status, affordability of member and a student. Student cannot afford, no. Member might afford. I'm not saying every student cannot afford. There are some students who are privileged. God is kind on them, financially at least. So please conduct this vaccination drives and complete it in 1 month here. After that, in July, we'll think of when is the exam, what is the exam, that this and all. We'll see later. Nothing will happen in this, 1 month or 2 months. And yes, you said there is no possibility. The honorable our president sir, he told there is no possibility of merging the exam with November, and he told the disadvantages of merging the exam with November. I 100% agree with him. He is speaking lot of sense. He is right. But we are not asking you to merge the exam with November, no. 1-2 महीना postpone कीजिए sir ji. Enough. 1-2 months you postpone, and maybe in November exams, what you said, November exams will conduct in December. If not in December, conduct in Jan. Last time you did that for cycle 2. Last November cycle 2 you have conducted in Jan. No, this time also we will conduct in Jan. Who will cry for that? No one will cry. And if we take democracy, if we take the consensus of the people respecting democracy, open one poll in ICAI portal, ask the student or member to put his membership number, authenticate with OTP. You have OTP, you have mobile phone. So every student, every member has linked his mobile with ICAI official records. Authenticate his identification with Aadhaar card or OTP. Ensure that only genuine person is voting. Genuine, that there is no rigging or no outsiders are participating in this poll. Only members, students, giving their details, authenticating. So, open a poll and see how many of the people want to write the exam. As per the schedule ICAI has released, how many of them wants to write the exam? For every person willing to write the exam, conduct the exam, we do not mind. For every person, you gave opt-out to a student, no? That is not, in my personal opinion. Give it on the other way. Don't ask, hey, you don't want to write the exam, get lost. Opt-out means, you don't want to write? Okay. I will adjust your exam fee. By ICAI, financially, it is a sound and strong institute. Do you know one thing? I'll tell you one thing, okay? I don't know whether I can speak like this as a member of ICAI. It's a positive point only. Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is far stronger than, in terms of intelligence, in terms of intellectual contribution to the world, in terms of authority, in terms of members. It is one among the top professional institutions in the world. It is second largest accounting body. And there are certain international examinations which are not even conducted by regulatory authorities having a recognition like ICAI. You understand? So ICAI has the authority in their hand. The regulatory authorities here. So ICAI has a lot of power in their hand. It is not an educational institute. Do you think it is just a trust designing course curriculum and all? No. ICAI is far above that. I am telling you, I teach CA Final FR. So I know the differences between Ind AS and AS. And I teach IFRS also. And I teach US GAAP for CPA students. I teach IFRS for ACCA students. Can you believe one thing? There are certain points which are considered by Ind AS, like Business Combination 103. Based on this, global accounting bodies which claim that they are top turum kind of big people, they are reconsidering some of their accounting treatments, some of the paras in the international standards. I'm not saying they are wrong. I'm saying look at the intellect of ICAI. We are that people to the world here. And when professional bodies like, our CMI Institute, they postponed exams. Even exams like JEE, or you call all the other exams, UPSC. When you say a student who has prepared for 6 months or 1 year will be disappointed if the exams are cancelled, think about UPSC. Do you think UPSC students chumma will write like that? They convert their blood into sweat, I am telling you. UPSC students, I know people, they convert their blood into sweat. But when UPSC board can cancel the examinations, even they will get disappointed, no? But having said that, situation is like that. What can we do? We are not doing any injustice. If you are postponing the examinations, we are not doing any injustice to the students. We are rather helping the students. I tell you, so many times I told in my classes, in my PD, whenever I do personality development training programs, and whenever I am speaking with kids, whether they are school children or college going children or professional courses, many times I told, if your father is strict, And if your father is controlling you, please try to understand that control is required for you to become something. Do not hate your father, do not hate your mother. Maybe because of their financial resources, they are unable to provide certain things you are asking. Or maybe they can afford, but still they do not want to because you have not attained a proper age. You have to still respect strict parents also. And always I say, this ICAI is a strict parent. ICAI is a strict parent. I love strict parents because my father was also I lost him, was also a very strict parent. Even when I was doing graduation also, I was scared to ask him, Dad, can I go to movie? When I was doing graduation also. But still, if you ask me, my dad was, is, and will be my hero throughout. He controlled me. We have differences. But still, it is not because I lost him and I realized value. Even when he was there also, I never spoke a word against. I never argued with him. I said, Dad, whatever you said. With ICAI also, we are same. I am same, at least. Some people criticize, some people argument, some people will, extempo speak against ICAI. But I've never done that. I am a disciplined child. But the control of the parent should not be to a level where kid commits a suicide or kid runs away from home. No, it will become that 3 Idiots movie then. In 3 Idiots movie, Bomane Irani's son. Bomane Irani was a very strict father. I appreciate that guy, okay? I love the character a lot. As the head of the institution, it is your responsibility to keep people in the discipline. But having said that, you should not, control a child to a level where he wants to run away or he wants to commit a suicide. So let us not be that strict parents. Let us be strict parents. Let us be little sober, soft, tender to people also. So dear ICAI, this postponement of special examinations for members, we are not asking, ask them also to write the exam, ask them also to get COVID. No, I respect. This notification made me happy for the members. But this really is disappointing when I think from the point of students. From the point of students, this is unfair. And see, it is hereby announced for general information that in view of ongoing spurt of COVID-19 pandemic and in the interest of well-being of students. Is this applicable only for this exam students? This phrase should be applied to everyone now. Same language used in CA Foundation also now. And Modi Saab, when that CBSE examinations are cancelled, in his tweet also, he used the same language now. In the interest of students, for the welfare of students, for the benefit of students, for the well-being of the students. Student friendly, these are the phrases used. So if this phrase, it is hereby announced for general information that in view of the ongoing spurt of COVID-19 pandemic and in the interest of the well-being of students, if these exams are postponed, everybody has to be under the same line, no? Why are we treating different courses students differently? Conduct all the exams. That is bad. I will not ask that. That is my last thing. When you consider foundation students and post-qualification students, members like this, you have to consider CA inter and final students also here. 2 concerns I am telling you. 2 concerns. 1, please postpone exams 2 months. First case 1 month. First one. Second one is, for old syllabus students, we have to give 1-2 attempts, because I have seen old syllabus students. There is one student in my CA final auditing class. I am not telling the name. He's a 41 years guy. Married, having kids. Our CA final classes are from morning 6:15 to 9:15. Morning 6:15 to 9:15. 6:15 to 9:15. No, 6:45 to 9:15. Is it? I'm not feeling well. I'm not remembering also. Wait. 6:15 to 8:45. Correct. 6:15 to 8:45. So this final student who's 41-42 years old, he gets up at 8:15 and every day he'll go at 8:15. Classes are over, valedictory. So students, if they like, they show the love. If they do not like, they put the face and they leave. So on the last day, he came, he gave a shake hand and said, Pavan sir, I am far elder than you. Otherwise, I would have touched your feet. I really appreciate your classes, that this and all. And then he told one thing, okay, he has to drop his children into the school. That is the reason he is leaving half an hour, 1 hour class in the morning. And when he went to the boss and said, sir, morning I am attending CA final classes, sir, the boss agreed with a condition that he has to extend his work 1 hour in the evening extra, because every day he goes late to the office. So all the staff will go by 5 o'clock, he'll go by 6 o'clock. So till 6 o'clock he is in the office. For that kind of committed students, after marriage, handling domestic responsibilities, he is financially the bread earner of the house, and he is taking care of the kids and all. For those kind of people, you have to give one more attempt. Please, for old syllabus students, 1 or 2 attempts. So this is what we are supposed to do, and I am going to write an open letter to ICAI. This is injustice for CA inter and CA final students. If you are joining hands with me, if you also believe that Pavan sir, you are speaking sense and this is what we want, okay, let us join hands and let us raise the voice and let us see that, you know, ICAI postpones the exams. We understand you have doubled the centers, you have given 3 times more examiners to see that SOPs and all. So President sir was telling about we have doubled the centers, we have multiplied the examiners by 3 times to ensure that SOPs are. We understand, sir, you are taking care of the SOP. We agree, we trust you. I am not saying what SOPs you are taking, come and see the ground reality. No, I agree, closing my eyes, that you are following SOP. But what about the student who is coming from home to conduct the exam in public transportation? There no SOP, no? Do you think RTC buses and all these people will follow that kind of SOPs and all? 40 occupancy bus, 200 people they will get into, and the bus will turn like this. Metros we have seen after the lockdown during Corona in Mumbai Metro, that video went viral. How many people were there here? Do you think people are following social distance on the road? Irresponsible people still today, they are spitting on the road, they are peeing on the road. They don't have enough sense also that at least during this kind of period we should not spit on the roads. How dangerous it is. People do not have sense that when you are sneezing, when you are coughing, you need to, take little precautions and all. I hardly seen any person who is wearing gloves. They'll wear mask and mask will be like this. It is like, your underwear you are wearing in this. Mask is to be, placed here and they put mask here. What is the purpose here? So, in that situation, we cannot conduct examinations. So, I will stand to the support of students. In the interest of the students, I am still reiterating that, dear ICAI, we respect you, we are proud members. Dear ICAI, this towards CA foundation students, towards special examination for members, you are postponing and conducting exams for CA inter and final. Conducting exams for CA inter and final is not, fair towards these students. Still, I am telling you, point number 3, ICAI, I respect strict father, I respect you for your regulations and all. And I also want to be a stricter person, disciplined. But still, having said that, considering the situation, please, this is not. This is not what we want. 2 months, postpone 2 months, enough. Happily, students will write the exam. Okay, so this is what I am here for. Last time when CMA exam, I am a qualified cost accountant also, for your information I am telling you. Last time when CMA examinations were conducted online, All CA students said, why can't ICAI conduct examinations online? Bill was there in Supreme Court, and Supreme Court gave, Supreme Court asked ICAI for hearing. ICAI went and they told their version, and ICAI clearly has written and filed that because of these reasons we cannot conduct online examinations. That time you remember, it was a mistake. Last year, I have supported ICAI. I said, yes, examination cannot be conducted online. Then CMA exam conducted online. Now, why CMA Institute is not continuing that, do you know? Because I teach CMA students. Many of the students who wrote the examinations, their question papers were kept in, withhold. Do you know why? Because many students used same internet provider Wi-Fi. For example, in my house, my Wi-Fi will have one IP address. With that IP address, 2 laptops were connected to write the exam. They said it amounts to copying. The 2 people intentionally copied. One of my students said, sir, in my house, Wi-Fi is not there. I do not have laptop. I am from a village. I went to my friend who is privileged, who is rich. She has 2 laptops. In her laptop, I wrote the exam. Withheld, sorry. So these are the practical difficulties. Now also I am not asking you develop a CBS system. You can develop if you want, but we are not asking for computer-based examinations. We are okay with whatever the examination system we are in. Please 1-2 months postpone kar do bas. Okay. So I'll write open letter to ICAI. If you are on the same track, please join the hands together. Let us raise the voice. This is the time where we need to stand, united. Okay. That's it. So please take care of yourself. We'll see what happens. Maybe in a couple of days we can come across with the good news. Okay. Let me see what best we can do. Okay. Take care, guys.